Hello there everyone, how's it going? It's the final render here, coming up to you with another live stream right now, so hopefully everything is working okay. Yes, it's been a bit of an interesting day for me today, you know, in terms of getting things ready and stuff like that. I've actually done some work in the creation kit ahead of stream to fix some issues and stuff I actually noticed just before I started streaming. Well, I say just before, a few hours ago. But anyways, I've fixed some little things like that, and now we are ready to stream. So how are we all doing? How are we all doing? Let's go ahead and read some of the chat. We got quite a few people talking already. Immortal Viper says, "What's up, my ninjas? First comment and first like." Oh, my dude, Immortal Ninja. Thank you very much for coming in so early. And that's probably the first time and only time you'll ever hear that, I'm sure. William Renfro says, "What up?" Oh, man, I don't know what's up, man. I don't know. All I know is that the stream is up. That's fantastic. Sharif says, "It's my birthday, for real, none. I don't want any of this none-like stuff. It's my birthday for real." Everyone say happy birthday to Sharif. Happy birthday, buddy. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. What else have we got? Olivia says, "Hey guys, hello there everyone." Olivia is one of the sub-moderators on the Discord, so you can go ahead and join that if you want to go ahead and talk to more Final Render fan bases and friends of Final Render. Mr. Coolface says, "Wubba-lubba-dub-dub." God, that sounds racist almost. Either that or it's like some kind of ancient mating call or something of some wildebeest or something. I don't know. What else have we got in the chat there? Kind of jumping forward in the chat right now. Alex Dennis says, "Good to see you back." Oh, thanks very much, Alex. It's good to be back. What else have we got? Laser Jazer says, "Remember me?" I don't actually remember the name so far off the top of my head, sorry, but hello. Hello. Sarcastic Stalin says, "God joined." Oh my god, Sarcastic Stalin. What does Sarcastic Stalin say? He wasn't really known for his sarcasm, as far as I'm aware. Anyways, can I go ahead and read the rest of it? Panda says, "Happy birthday." Yep, everyone's saying happy birthday to Sharif. That is awesome. Chrissy Reed says, "Hey, Render." Hello there, Chrissy. How are you? Nice to see you as always. Always tuning in on the streams is good old Chrissy. What have we got? Brendan Norman says, "I know, tell me about Fallout and happy birthday." Aww. Well, not happy birthday for me. I assume you're talking to Sharif. But yes, what else have we got? Yep, everyone just seems to be having fun. And remember, every time we start the stream, of course, we need to go ahead and do something special. What is it that we do every single time? Every single time we go ahead and start a stream. Does anyone know? Anyone have any idea at all? I'm going to tell you what we do. We go ahead and get a share spike in the stream. That's what we do. We go ahead and do our share spike. Here we go. Here is my Twitter. This is going to be the first share spike of the stream. We have started streaming Diamond City. And we got a notification there. What have we got right there? Henrik Severson has just subscribed. Thanks very much, Henrik. That's very, very nice of you to go ahead and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the content for the foreseeable future. We have just started streaming Diamond City. Come join in the fun and creativity. Bring your friends and parents. Because that's just an extra set of 2 people per viewer, isn't it? Tweet. There we go. There's my part of the share spike gone out. I need you all to do the same. I need you all to do the same because let's look at it this way. If one person does it and then brings in 3 people, those 3 people might also do it. And then it just snowballs, you know. It snowballs and next thing you know, we got 55,000 people in the stream enjoying it and checking out the amazing build that we have been building so far. As you can see on screen right now, you are looking at bits of footage which is going to be in the regular video and it's going to be great. What are people saying? Angelus Dull says, "Yes, I finally logged in on time." Thanks very much. I'm glad you actually logged in on time. It's always great when people go ahead and actually tune in from the very start and stay till the very end. Like I try to do it myself. Don't always succeed. Panda Gaming 03 says, "KFC best day." KFC? I'm starving right now, actually. Okay, just had some pizza not long ago, but hey, I would certainly like some more. Chrissy Reed says, "I've never missed a stream and don't plan on it." There you go. That's exactly what that's exactly what I'm talking about. Tuning in every stream, not missing a single one. That is absolutely, absolutely fantastic. What are people saying? Brandon Smith says, Twitter link. Twitter link? I should have one in the description. Oh no, I don't have one in the description, do I? Well, you can find it in the description of all my other videos, but I want you to do the sharing, not me. I've done the sharing already. I want you guys to share it. What else have we got in the chat? Dolphin Play says, can we have Fallout 4 building with mods on Nexus? Or no Nexus? Well, they normally go on Bethesda.net, if that's what you're saying, but they always go on Nexus as well, so typically they go everywhere. The only place they don't go is Bethesda.net on PC, because they go on Nexus instead. And, you know, there's really no point in putting stuff onto Bethesda.net on PC, because just nobody uses it. Nobody uses it. So, I also got Maverick the Wild says, what? 40k subs? And you do not remember every name? Unfortunately, no. There are a lot of people there. There are a lot of people. I try my best. I do recognize a lot of you guys, especially people who tune in the stream. But I don't necessarily recommend you trying to remember 40,000 names. You might make your brain explode. What else are people saying? Panda Gamer 03 says, I've been watching you since you did the castle right up a star. Oh god, that's a very long time ago now. Alrighty, so, now that that's kind of done, just to clarify, can you all hear me? Can you all see me? I'm not just talking to an empty chat, everything like that. Is the audio too loud? Is the audio too quiet? Is everything okay like that? Before we actually start going ahead and doing some building, I just want to make sure that the audio is okay. Mostly the audio. I can't really do too much about the picture quality because that's just my very poor internet, unfortunately. English countryside. What can you say? Alright, so what else are people saying? Laser Jesus says, I absolutely love this channel. Well, let me tell you, Laser. Let me tell you, Laser. I love the community around this channel. The community around this channel is what makes everything perfect. The videos would be good, but it wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it if there was no community around it, would it? Lita Rodriguez says, you're muted. Joke. Oh, Lita Rodriguez. No, 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 no. No, Mr. Lito. Do not go ahead and just say I'm muted unnecessarily. Yeah, Halo Zero says yes. Dolphin Play says it's fine. Gecko says everything sounds good, mate. Super Cool Bro says yep. Okay, everything is good. Everything is good. We can start some building, people. Now, as I just said, I actually did go ahead and do some work on this morning. And what we actually did, well, what I did, I should say, is that right at the end of the stream yesterday, we actually did start to build some support columns for our dystopian Diamond City. But they really looked pants. They really looked pants. They were very, very thin. And they didn't look very good. So what I went and did is replaced it with these much girthier support stands. Because that's what you want with your support. Girthy support. But anyways, here we go. These are some of the stands I did this morning. I didn't do all of them. I left this section here so we can kind of do that together. You know, because we go together like rama lama 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 ching ching chong. Oh, wait, oh, Greece, did you? That really sounded racist right there. That's the words, right? That's the words, I think. But yeah, the pieces are actually these bits. I never actually realised that these are the bits I use until I saw them just there. I found them in a set of Diamond City metal bits. I've just seen them right there. So yeah, these are the big chunks that I've been using. And everything is going to be fantastic. Because as I said, there were tiny little supports earlier. They were, I'm trying to find something that looks similar. It looks kind of like these metal bars. You know, it was kind of that kind of thickness. And it didn't look anywhere near strong enough. So therefore, I replaced it with these kind of big, thick I-beams. Which looks much better. I think it actually suits. It looks like it could support the weight, basically. So, what else are people saying? Mr. Cynex17 says, our Lord Savior final render. Yep, that's me. The Serene Doja Venice says, are you going to overhaul the main gate at all? I don't think so, actually. I don't really plan to add stuff. I don't really plan to change the lower city too much. Because I kind of had the idea of the upper city in stark contrast with what was already there. So therefore, I kind of like the aesthetic of the lower one. I just want to add this extra city, which looks quite different, you know? What else have we got in the chat? Maverick the Wild says, Greece. Slip? No, it wasn't a slip. It was always meant to be there. It was always planned. I'm sure. Yep, okay, so everything is good. And one thing I have to go ahead and say, because it is a stream after all, these streams are ad-free. And the reason they are ad-free is because people support these streams with donations. However, they can't be ad-free if people don't donate. So therefore, if you want to go ahead and support this stream, have them be ad-free, free of Google's, you know, tuning in and chipping in and stuff like that. You want it to be ad-free and uninterrupted. Go ahead and send a donation in. It'll be absolutely fantastic. You can do it doing the link in the description. So you can do it via PayPal, or you can send a super chat right there on the chat description right there. You know, where you normally submit your chat, you should be able to see one right there. Okay, so now that's been said, you know, I like to get it out of the way. So if you want to see the things be supported without ads, go ahead and send a donation in and we'll go ahead and do that. So now, let's start building, shall we? What we need to do hit the record button right there, because obviously we do record these still for the actual video. It's not only going to be live streamed, but it will still be a video here as well. What we need to do is go ahead and add some more support beams to the upper section. If you remember, when we first started, it was just one kind of flat level. But yesterday we actually went ahead and raised up certain sections, added some more curves, some more bends, and then added some support. But now we're going to add the rest of the support, and then maybe probably start to plan some of the buildings and stuff like that. Solstry says, hey, Final Render, guess what? I'm almost better from yesterday. Oh, yeah, you were pretty ill yesterday, weren't you, Solstry? Very sad to hear about that. Very sad to hear indeed. But good to hear that you're actually starting to feel a bit better. That is fantastic. Okay, so what did I call it? Metal support, did I call it? Turn that caps lock off. No, not right there. Support beam? I made a pack-in with these kind of things that I made earlier. What's it called? Is it called beam? No, I guess not. I guess not. Quite typical, right? You know, I finally make a new pack-in to go ahead and get all this done, but unfortunately, haven't actually gone ahead and saved it, I don't think. Oh no, Mary, Mother of God, what have you done? Okay, just type in support. Does it come up then? And I want to pack in, don't I? Go to sorted by the forum so we can go ahead and find it a bit easier. Go past all the static stuff which have the word support in them. Is that all of them? Okay, I guess my pack-in from earlier didn't actually save. That's annoying. DC metal kit, I believe, is a thing I found earlier. DC kit metal. I don't know. Okay, I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way then. I'll have to make a new one. I'll have to make a new one so we can go ahead and see what's up. Alright, so these are the support columns I made earlier. It's actually lots of multiple pieces. It's not just one kind of individual thing. It is lots of things all put together. We've got these main support beams right here. And we have also got these kind of grid cross sections here. And then on the very top, we have also got some kind of L beams right up there. I believe that's what they're called. You know, the angled ones to go ahead and support the underneath of them. And also, one thing I do have to do, I've got to remember to do this as well, actually. I've also got to select the other side of the cross beam, because these cross beams aren't actually a 3D model. It's just a flat image. So what I did is that I just kind of duplicated the flat image right on top of each other and, you know, flipped it over. So therefore, we actually end up with what looks like a solid image, even though it's not. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what else are people saying in the chat? FireZ Games says, watching the stream and doing geography homework. Oh, that's fantastic. I hope you actually do well on your homework, because remember, homework is love and homework is life. No? That's not what you wanted to hear? Oh, sorry about that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make a group of these now. Let's call it support. Support group. Ha! See what I did there? Anyways, I'll make a new pack-in as well. I'll make a new pack-in just to go ahead and make it easier. Create a pack-in, call it support. There we go. I've definitely got a new pack-in now. Fantastic. And now one more thing. Make static collection. And also call this support. There we go. Now I've got 3 different things. Support is not unique. Oh, okay, yeah. Supports. 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 There we go. Now I've made it several times. Surely it will save this time. Correct? Correct, indeed. Alright, so what else are people saying? Noggle Gamer says, would you like fries with that? Huh, that's a very unusual thing to say. Indeed, indeed. Okay, Laura Alstrat says, it's looking good, Render. I didn't make it back to the stream yesterday. I'm here for the entire thing. Oh, that's fantastic. Nice to see you're going to be here for the entire thing. Like, a lot of people do apologize when they have to leave. I get it, you know. Life comes a knocking, so you got to go ahead and do stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab these beams. And we're going to add some more supports to these kind of upper sections right here. Paste it in like that. So as I said, this is actually multiple objects all kind of grouped together. It's not one solid object. And the nice thing about doing that, of course, is that it means we can kind of design it exactly the way we want. If you just rely on kind of individual objects, then, you know, it's going to get repetitive, unfortunately. But now we've actually got these big solid beams right here. We can go ahead and make something that looks really quite different to everyone else's builds, you know? How's that actually looking? Is that actually lined up properly? Yeah, it looks fairly good. I could probably move it a little bit closer, though. Just like that, indeed. So now that that is done, of course, it's actually floating in the air. So what we need to do, we need to go ahead and lower it down a tad. Lower it down a tad. So that we can go ahead and line it up all the way down to the very bottom of the city. Go ahead and raise that up. Up a little bit. Up. A little too high. Boop. There we go. There we go. There we go. Fantastic stuff. And now we actually need to go down one more section lower, just directly into the ground. It doesn't matter if it actually goes into the ground a little bit. Really doesn't matter. But there we go. That's that all done. Oh, actually, I want to fragment the actual static thing, don't I? I don't want to have it all be static because there are certain parts I need to remove, like those I-beams right there. There we go. So that's how I went ahead and made the supports. And yeah, as I said, I did that earlier today off stream. Because whilst I obviously am doing streams of this so that we can do bigger builds, I don't want to be doing just one thing the entire stream, you know? Like adding these supports. I would like to do new stuff every single stream so we actually make progress on stream, you know? So now I've said that, let's go ahead and grab our support pack-in this time. Our support pack-in. There we go, there's our pack-in right there. A pack-in is just basically, it's not actually a group because a group is something different. In the creation kit, a group is actually a selection of objects which are fragmented, meaning they're not linked together. But in this case, they are kind of linked together as one object. So we can go ahead and import them as one object, you know? A collection would be a better term, I suppose, for a pack-in. But I think there actually is something else in the creation kit called a collection. They do like to mix their terms. They like to mix their terms like an angry solicitor. Right, go ahead and do that. And what I've been trying to do as well with these support beams is that I've been trying to line them up appropriately, i.e. in between two of the actual stand parts there. Because if I just have it in the middle, it's not really supporting anything. Well, it's only supporting one of them. But if you have it in the middle, it's giving support to two at least. So therefore, you actually get a much more support for your buck. You know, it makes sense. You know, just placing that adds a lot more structural integrity. Ogan Fitzgerald says, "Hi, Final Render, how's life?" Yeah, it's alright, you know. Building stuff, having fun, enjoying the live streaming. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Everything is fantastic indeed. Fantastic stuff. FireZ Games said that will be a swine. Dolphin Plays, I think they're having a conversation. Nurgle Gamer says, "Has anyone seen Peanut Butter, the subscriber?" Huh, what an unusual thing to say. But, did we say it yesterday, wasn't it? I believe I remember seeing someone called Peanut Butter yesterday. I don't know why it's called Peanut Butter, but hey, peanut butter tastes good. You know, some people love peanut butter, some people hate it. I'm a lover. I love peanut butter. Tastes very good. Very nice indeed. Very tasty. Lots of good protein in it as well. Very good for you. So now we've gone ahead and done that. And that's how I've been adding to support beams. You know, just like that. And I suppose, really, now that I've made a few, not the bush, I don't want to grab the bush. Well, I hope. No, I want to grab the support beams right here. It's very easy to accidentally grab the wrong thing when you're working with the creation kit. So don't go rotating stuff unless you're certain you've actually grabbed the only thing you want to rotate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and duplicate that. Now, where is it? Drag it across. There we go. So now we've got another support beam. But I don't really want to have them too close together. Go ahead and put it right there, maybe. Bring it back a bit. Oh, we've got a notification there. What have we got? Sky has just subscribed. Oh, Sky, thanks very much for subscribing. That is absolutely awesome. You know, we've actually been seeing a lot of new people since we've started doing the live streams, which is absolutely fantastic. Going ahead and seeing new faces, new people, new friends is absolutely fantastic. It's why we do it here. Oh, yep. We don't just go ahead and do building because we like to add new structures and new facilities and stuff, but we like to build everything, including communities. So there we go. Thanks for subscribing, Sky. Thank you very much. Well, so people saying, Dolphin Play says, "What Xbox One mod should I use to make settlements like yours?" I honestly don't know, because I do not use Xbox One mods. I honestly don't know. So, I'm sure there are plenty of people who have already got big lists of what you can use for the Xbox One, but I do not own one, so I do not know. Okay, this is where we started to kind of get to the end of the city, isn't it? Let's go ahead and close that off there, because I don't know how much further past these kind of bounds will go. So we'll go ahead and add just a few more support sections over here. Go ahead and grab our support. There we go. And I'll rotate it the correct way. No, rotate it the correct way, please. Oh, the rotation tool's gone a bit off again. Of course. Don't you just hate it when your rotation tool goes a bit off? Don't you just hate it when your rotation tool does not work? Seems we're getting a bit better now. What have we got there? Joseph Delmer has just subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing, Joseph. That is very, very kind of you indeed. Going back to what I just said, we love build communities here on Final Render, and you have just joined the best one on the internet. The best damn community on the internet. And that includes all the communities. You know, other YouTubers communities. We have also got people who go ahead and join forums of crazy things that we don't normally talk about, but we still welcome everyone, no matter what you talk about on the internet. We welcome everyone here. Go ahead and drag that down and have it kind of go into the seats. It doesn't matter if it actually goes into the seats a little bit, because we actually have a fix for it. We actually do have a little fix planned for it later. So why don't we go ahead and grab this section here, duplicate it, move it across to this section here. Because obviously this is going to be a pretty darn huge structure. Pretty darn huge structure. So therefore we need to go ahead and add as much support as possible. If anything, just to make it look convincing. We also need support for it to work in game. It just floats in the air. But for it to look convincing, we need to go ahead and add lots of metal support there to support all this weight. Otherwise the entire thing will just collapse pretty quickly. Alright, there we go. That's all the support beams done. Let's go ahead and save it there. Push that plug in. Alright, so what else are people saying? Yes, people are chanting Joseph, Joseph. Fantastic stuff. Okay, what else have we got? Seb Harvey says, have you done a Vault 88 build? I did one. Yeah, I believe I did it a few weeks after the DLC came out. I believe I did all that, which is pretty good. So now that that has been done, everything will be great. Fourth Pixel says, stats say you gain 5 subs a day. Yesterday you got 30. Well, that's wrong. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. Right, so what else have we got? Really, that's about all we need to do for the support and stuff, isn't it? It's about all we need to do. And now, I've been thinking about this. Thinking about it a lot. And I do want to do the material swaps on all of these things here. Because, you know, right now, they're kind of the kind of green and blue kind of thing. But you can get the rusted ones, like that. And I much prefer that look over, you know, the metal support beams below. You know, it kind of matches. It wouldn't make sense, though, to spend all this paint on this top section. And if anything, this top section would actually have the most corrosion, because it's higher up. So I would like to do that, but then again, I'm not actually going to do that just yet, because that'll be very long and very boring. So we'll go ahead and ignore that for now, but I would like to do that at some point. But what I would like to do, maybe, is kind of start to plot out the actual street parts where buildings will be, you know? Where the actual buildings will be. In these squares, there'll be structures, buildings. And I want to go ahead and kind of plan that out now with the kind of flooring, so I have something to build off of. Does that make sense? I would like to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so, once again, people, as I've already mentioned, these streams can only come to you guys through the power of donations, because ad revenue on YouTube is very poor. And I really do not want to fill the entire stream. Someone's quoting clickbait? I don't know. I really don't want to fill the entire stream with ads, you know? So, if you want to go ahead and see these things be ad-free, then feel free to go ahead and donate into the stream. That'll be fantastic. We accept everything, all donations of any kind, any size, to keep them ad-free. It's important to keep things going, and it would be fantastic if you could do that, because I don't want to go ahead and put ads and stuff in this. I really don't. There's enough ads on YouTube videos, including my own. Okay, so this DC kit metal. We got huge chunks of just flat bits of metal and things like that we can work with. So we need to go ahead and use these to kind of build up the floor. I'm going to use metal, obviously, because it makes sense for Diamond City. But I don't know how big these things are. Most of them look tiny. Obviously, there'll be buildings on top of them. So it's not the end of the world if we scale them up to a degree. We won't actually see much of their texture. But I would like to grab some big ones, you know, some big flat ones. Got things like that. Go ahead and drag them in. How big are we talking? They are very small indeed. But the idea is that we'll kind of fill the sections with big kind of corrugated sheet metal. And then everything will go ahead and make this work. Let's go back to the top and see if we can find some of the really big ones. You know what I'm saying? See if we can get some of the big ones. I think some of them are actually wall sections. Yeah, we've got like wall chunks here. But unfortunately, the wall chunks, you can see through them. So we might actually have to make our own ones. You know, kind of duplicate them. The same way I did the kind of cross beams. Go ahead and throw that in there. How's that look? How does that one look? Yeah, that's kind of okay. That's kind of cool right there. So this is how we'll kind of build the city, you know, with these big bits of metal, and we'll have buildings on top of them. Parrot says the pillars look too bare. They need tall buildings next to them, and some spaces between the walkways. The penthouse has pillars that need to be immersive. Oh, what are you saying? It needs buildings? Yeah, we haven't added any buildings yet. This is just kind of a street layout. You know, we're obviously going to be putting buildings on top of these metal bits right here. Let me go ahead and duplicate that and flip it over. There we go. So now that that is in there, that is one piece of metal. Going to lower it down so it actually matches. There you go. We kind of made our own little section there. And let's go ahead and make a static collection. Let's call it what else can we call it? Let's go ahead and call it DC capital DC floor 1. DC floor 1. That's one of the things we're going to have. DC floor 1. And we'll go ahead and make a new one as well. We'll make a new one so that we kind of got some variety as well. But that's what we're going to be using to go ahead and make the floors. Okay, Larry Crumb says you talk too fast for everyone to understand. Would you like me to talk slower? Would that make you feel better? This is just the way I talk. You know, people on this channel actually kind of know how I talk. I'm fast. Because the more fast you say things, the more words go out quicker speak. Yeah? You get me? Yes. Alright, so where is that other bit of wall in? That one right there. That one right there. Go ahead and bring that one in. Fantastic stuff. Now, I don't know if you can walk on these. There will be something to actually check out. In fact, we should probably check that out sooner rather than later. Because yes, there'll be buildings and stuff, but I'm sure players will find ways to go ahead and crawl their way inside. So it might be an idea to go ahead and see if the player can walk on these, or if they just kind of go straight through them. Because if they just go straight through them, we'll have to find an alternative. Alright, how was that? Is that lined up quite right? No, a little lower. A little lower. How's that? Up a tiny bit more. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these together then. I'm going to make a static collection. DC floor 2. DC floor 2. Fantastic. Alright, so what else are people saying in the chat? President Papa Gazebo says speedy render. That's goddamn right. Super Cool Bros YouTube says this is a bit like Megaton. I suppose it is a bit like Megaton in a way. I suppose it is a bit like Megaton. Wasn't really planned that way, but it kind of is. Panda Game 03 says I saw snow 3 days ago. Oh my golly gosh. Was it cold? Well, what a stupid question. Of course it was cold. If there's snow, it's gonna be cold. You know, where there's snow, there's cold. Go ahead and line this up. Just like that. So do you see what I mean, people? These streets will be made out of these flat sections. And there'll be buildings on top of them. It'll be fantastic. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go ahead and go in-game. I want to check this in-game so that we can go ahead and see if it actually works. You know, can the player go on this? If not, then there's no point making it out of those materials. Man, that tasted good. Render, have you seen the KSI Joe LF fight today? Never heard of them. I don't watch sport. Never heard of them. Alright, so what else are people saying? Parrot says, can you add houses on the walkways? Yeah, I think you're late, buddy. Yeah, the entire plan is to add an entire city on the top. It's going to be pretty darn cool. An entire city. Those walkways are just for streets. Those are for streets. There's going to be buildings in between them. Alrighty, so next is Mod Manager. This is what we want. Alrighty, so what else are people saying? Pfizer Game says, my phone is going mad. Every 2 seconds my phone goes ping. Well, you don't want a phone that goes ping. Are you sure someone's not phoning you? You know, they often do go ping when someone phones you. Larry Cum says, you should come to Africa. Yeah, it looks a bit cold. Hot? Cold? Looks a bit hot over there. I'm not good with hot. I really am not. Patrick Cannon says, could you make a big tower in the middle with shops that only the rich people can access? Well, the whole idea is that the entire thing will only be for the rich people. Maybe we'll put the shops kind of at the front and have the homes at the back, maybe. Something like that. Okay, Alexa the Fallout says, my dog is snoring so loud I can hear him from the other room. Oh, that's what that noise was. Alright, I thought so. Let's go ahead and launch into the creation kit here. Now, Is it going to open on this screen? I want to take bets. Is it going to open on this screen or is it going to open on the other monitor? If it opens on the other monitor, I'm going to be very, very annoyed. Right, it's actually accessing Steam now, of course. Okay. So where's it going to open then, people? Oh, it's not even going to open straight away, is it? It's going to open in the Bethesda launcher quickly. Yeah, there you go. Don't want that. I want this grip extender. Which monitor is it going to open, people? Which one? Correct one? Or the wrong one? Correct one! Wow, it actually opened up with the correct one. That is absolutely fantastic indeed. Yes. Yes. Alright, what else are people saying? Commie Comrade said, scan you have a checkpoint. That's an unusual thing to say. Don't think I know what that means. Gamer Fan says, we ever do a Fallout New Vegas video? I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like New Vegas that much. Well, I did. It was good. It was still a good game. I finished it multiple times. But compared to number 3 in particular, I don't know. The story just didn't grip me, you know. The DLC was much better, and the gameplay mechanics were much better though. So, it improved in many things, but the story, I just didn't really get involved into the story. I need Liam Neeson telling me I'm a good boy. And that's just in life, you know, not just in gaming. Okay, Tyson HWG says, have you got any tips on building settlements in base game without mods? Well, maybe. I mean, I have done a couple of videos without mods and stuff like that, but why would you? Quite frankly. Okay, some people do it for the challenge, some people just don't want to download mods, but to tell you the truth, this channel is all about the mods. That's what we do here. There are plenty of people who don't use mods. But we do here. We build with them! What else are people saying? Alright, Commie Comrade says, by that I mean add security checkpoint at the entrance. Oh, that's what you mean. You mean add like security and stuff. The idea is that there is going to be a lot of security kind of looking down on the lower section. We want spotlights and kind of lookout posts looking down at the lower poor people at the bottom, you know, underneath the posh city. Because it is literally like the security gets a proper bird's eye view of all the poor people and all the crimes they're probably committing. All the jet they're taking and all the nasty stuff they're doing, whilst the rich people up top do nothing wrong. Okay, Dr. Omicron says, what gave you this idea? Oh, we've talked about this a few times on my stream. The idea kind of came from just kind of sci-fi, really. It's something that has appeared in sci-fi for quite a lot. But I've just never really seen anyone do it with Fallout before. I mean, there have been multiple Diamond City overhauls. In fact, there's one which is on the kind of Hot Files and Nexus right now by FemShepping. But it doesn't have a second story, so that's what we are doing. Not only that, but I basically go ahead and try not to look at the other people's mods and stuff like that when I'm doing my own overhaul, you know, so I don't get tainted. Alright, so here we are in game. It might actually look a bit laggy to you. In fact, it's going to look very laggy to you because the frame rates are completely different. But what I need to do is find the section we just added. So yeah, it's going to look... Oh god, yeah, that looks very, very choppy for you guys. I apologize, but there's nothing I can really do about it. So this is the section we just added. This is the section we just added. Let's hope that this works. Yes! Yes, okay. These work. Okay, we can actually go ahead and build on these. I was really worried that I would have to find a different alternative metal source to go ahead and build on, but no, these actually do have physics enabled, so we can go ahead and build on these. Because if we couldn't actually go ahead and walk on these, then I guarantee the player would just walk on these and fall through down to the very bottom of Diamond City. So therefore, I'm happy that works. Let's go to see what it's like underneath. Oh yeah, that looks kind of cool from underneath. Going first person it. Yeah, that's really cool. So, and also picture this. You know, the kind of sections where the buildings will be. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. You guys can't see where I'm pointing. They'll be dark and you won't see the buildings. But at night, for example, when the street lights are on the walkways, you'll just see, you know, God rays coming from the skylights above. You know, which will be shining through the floor. It's going to be absolutely epic. It's going to be glorious, indeed it is. Alright, I'm very happy that works. Very happy that works. Let's go ahead and quit out the game. Go ahead and quit out of this with the old task manager. That way I don't have to go ahead and make a new save and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nurgle Gamer says, do you have Overwatch? Indeed, I do have Overwatch. I do love me some Overwatch. Haven't actually played it in 2 or 3 days or so, something like that. But I do love me some Overwatch, indeed, Aruni. There we go, close that there. Now it's got to jump back into the creation kit. If I can go ahead and close the old Nexus mod manager, that is. So yes, I do have Overwatch. And also, by the way, earlier on today, I was playing a little bit of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. I actually got the DLC yesterday because the DLC actually went on special offer. And the DLC is really expensive, really expensive. It's like, it costs pretty much the exact same price as the full game. So when it went on offer, I went ahead and got the DLC. And I'm very glad I did. I played it for a few hours today to see if we can stream it. And I think we're definitely going to do it. It improves the game in pretty much every single way. Every single way, so it'll be brilliant. Okay, so what else are people saying? Panda Gaming 03 says, Dem God Rays. Goddamn right, they're absolutely fantastic. Sharif Ayabu says, it's my birthday final, I'm getting a PC. I want one like you, what's it called? I want one like you, what's it called? You want a PC like me? I'm not a PC. I am PC, but I'm not a PC. You know what I mean? I hope so, because I certainly don't. But if you're asking what PC specs I have, then, you know, I've got a Ryzen 7 chip in there, which is actually clocked to... Oh, it's on 3 GHz right now, isn't it? Because I still haven't applied the overclock back to it. So I need to go ahead and apply that overclock again back to 3.8, which was actually pretty stable. 16 GB of Corsair Dominator Platinum RAM, which I've got right there. And I've got an NVIDIA GTX 970 in there. I would like to upgrade that at some point. This year, you know, before Metro Exodus comes out, because I would like to play that at a pretty high frame rate. It would be absolutely lovely if I could do that. Panda says, what time is it there, Render? It is 20 to 10 right now in the UK. Super cool YouTube bro says, I have Overwatch on PC. Yep, me too indeed. Brandon Smith says, gotta go check my bank account so I can donate to you later. Well, thanks very much for that, Brandon Smith. If you can, it's always appreciated. Remember, as I've said, people like Brandon Smith have got the right idea of the stick. These streams only happen because of donations and sponsorships and Patreon donators. Otherwise, there's got to be ads on them. And, you know, the whole point of live stream is that it's just us. You know, it's just us. It's not Google putting their fingers into it. It's just us, me and the community. And that's exactly what we want. We don't want ads spoiling any of that. But, of course, realistically, I also need to earn an income. So, that's just the nature of things. What else are people saying in the chat? Ogan Fitzgerald says, happy birthday. Oh, you're, of course, talking to Sharif right there, wishing him a happy birthday. Dr. Omicron says, when will this be uploaded? Honestly, I don't know. Because this is actually probably going to be one of the biggest builds we've ever done. Could take weeks, could take months. It might be done in like 3 weeks. I don't know. I honestly have no clue. But the nice thing about streaming, which is much better than the VOD content at the minute, is that giant projects like this, I can't do them for building with mods because they take too damn long. I'll be doing one building with mods video a month if, you know, I wasn't live streaming them. But since we're live streaming them, where people are donating to the live streams, then it means we can actually keep doing them. Keep doing bigger and better projects, and that's exactly what we want. Oh, whoopsies. And an import warning master file contains forms corrected. Load, yeah, I know. What else are people saying in the chat? Sean says, sorry I'm late. Santru was being attacked by raiders. I had to hide. Oh, don't go hiding from the raiders. Give them a good bit of 10mm pistol. Right to the face. Put your 10mm pistol in their face. Go ahead and load up the cell now. Creation Kit is a very slow bit of software, by the way. As you can tell, you know, I've been looking at nothing but boring stuff on screen for a while. Yes, because it's a very, very long bit of software. Sorry, I was just actually reading stuff on chat and I ended up saying the wrong words. Final. Your clock is in the wrong time. What are you talking about? No, it's not. It's for correct time. What are you talking about? Winmer Summer says, how much time have you played Fallout 4? I honestly don't know. Steam normally logs those kind of stuff. You know, the hours and stuff. But it doesn't really help me because I've got a lot of time logged in the creation kit. And that isn't logged on Steam. So on Steam it says like 800 hours, but that doesn't count for the 1,000. Alright people, we should be back on live stream now. I literally have no idea what happened just there. Streamlabs just shut down. It just closed itself. And I have no idea why that is. So now I've quickly opened up OBS in order to try to bring it back. But that is so weird. It literally just vanished. Please everyone, please join again if, well actually no, they've already left, it won't matter, will it? Okay, I'm trying to get everything back online. That is so weird. Why did it just turn off like that? Why did it just turn off like that? I don't get it. That is very, very weird. What is this trying to say? I'm trying to work out what's going on. It says 1 moment, please. Oh, does it? Okay. So yeah, no idea what's going on here. Streamlabs literally just closed itself. I didn't click it off, and now it won't open again either. So I've got regular old-fashioned OBS here. So that is very, very weird indeed. We're going to basically try to bring this back ourselves. I'm trying to bring the camera back right now. Very strange indeed. Has anyone else seen anything like that on streamers using Streamlabs? That it randomly just turns off like that? I'm trying to bring back my camera right now. So where is it? It is a video capture device, yeah. And add the Elgato. 1 moment, please, it says. Well, when it doesn't come back, then we're going to have some very serious problems. That's so weird. That is generally very weird. So yeah, Streamlabs. Nothing happens when you try to open it. Just stays closed. Nothing going on like that. If I find out it's closed itself because it's trying to download an update or something, I will be very, very annoyed, to say the least. I don't even know how many people are here. How many people are here? Alright, 50 people are still here. So, that's good, I suppose. 50 people are here. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, we just lost like half the audience there. Thanks for that, Streamlabs. And, yeah, so how do I get my old camera back now, then? Let's see. The old task manager there. See if we can bring this back. I'm very annoyed about that. Very, very annoyed about that, people. I really do apologize about this, but I have no idea why Streamlabs would just shut itself like that. Because it completely spoiled everything for me, really. And if we can't bring it back, then we'll have to end the stream early. Which is absolute catastrophic failure, basically. Won't even let me end the Streamlabs task. Isn't that just fantastic? Isn't that just absolutely fantastic? I want to bring that back at least, so you can at least see that we're still trying to do something. Give me a second there. I'm just trying to reconnect the camera here. Obviously, this is a technical issue, to say the least. Now, don't you hate it when this stuff happens? It's always when you're live. When you're just testing stuff, everything is fine. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We might be out of luck here. Might be out of luck. Absolute disaster right here. People are saying this stuff is Windows 10. No, it's not Windows 10. It's definitely not Windows 10. It's Streamlabs. If Windows 10 had actually broken, then, you know, there would be no Windows 10. Try going ahead and doing this. Yeah, it just says 1 moment, please. I don't know why that is. Now, maybe if I try, no, maybe if I try opening up, the Elgato software. See if we can bring it back this way. So yeah, a little tip behind the curtain here, people. That sometimes things go wrong. And this is obviously very, very wrong indeed. So open up the Elgato game capture software. Yeah, it says it's in use by another program. That's good. That's what we want. But why doesn't it actually appear? Let me try actually disconnecting the HDMI from the camera. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know. We might just have to end it there. Patrick Cannon says try a restart. That's not going to be it. It's software to do with Elgato now. Everything's working. But it's just the Elgato isn't. Very, very annoying indeed. Goddamn Streamlabs. But the thing is, I don't actually know why it crashed in the first place. That's the unusual thing. If I knew why it had crashed, then I could at least have a rough idea as to why it went wrong. But since I have no idea what could possibly cause such a random crash like that, and for it to not start again as well. It's the fact that it's not starting again, which confuses me. But it's literally just the fact that the camera isn't here, which is just... That's the only thing stopping us right now. Is the fact that there's no camera. That is literally the only thing stopping it right now. Go ahead and see this. Try deactivating. Now activate it again. Device in use by another application. No, it's not. Is it? Shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. What's going on right there? Got a notification. Brandon Smith has donated £2 through Super Chat. And I'm trying to see what it says. Told you I checked my bank. Thanks very much for that, Brandon Smith. Thanks very much. That is very, very kind of you. I'll give you a proper congratulations in a moment when we're actually fully back in working order. But until then, I want everyone to chant in the chat, Brandon, 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 Brandon. Everyone chant at Brandon for donating in the chat. That is exactly what we want. So while you guys are talking to each other and chanting and stuff, we can go ahead and try to fix our problems that we have here. Default device customs. Highest FPS. Yep, any. And okay. Nope, that didn't bring it back either. Gosh darn it. And okay. Nope, that didn't help either. Okay, so. Question is then, what application does it think it's using it? That's the next question, because we actually got it to kind of receive a signal, but it didn't accept the signal because it thought something else was using it. So what does it think is being used by the Elgato? It doesn't think that, it doesn't think the other instance is still open, does it? No, I hope not. I really hope not. If not, I don't know what to say, guys. Try opening Streamlabs one more time. What about Stream Labels? Does that even work? Stream Labels. If that opens... Oh yeah, Stream Labels opens just fine. Fantastic. Thanks very much for that. But actual Streamlabs, you know, the actual software... What if we go to the... Oh! Checking for update. Why are you checking for... Did you stop my stream because you wanted to download an update? Streamlabs. Is that what happened? That is what happened. Oh my god. You are kidding me. You turned off my stream, Streamlabs, because you wanted to check for an update. I'm very angry about that. Right, I'm going to swap over to Streamlabs now. It will go black for a very brief second. Alrighty, so now we're streaming in Streamlabs again. We're streaming in Streamlabs again now. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, everyone else agrees that that was goddamn stupid. That's infuriating, that is. So now we can go ahead and try to bring the camera back in the correct software at least. God darn it. Why on earth does this stuff happen? Yeah, it's only when it's live, isn't it? Alright. So Elgato Game Capture says 1 moment please still. Done. What I'm going to do, turn off the camera. Turn it off for a bit longer this time. And then turn it back on again. Does that work now? No. Hasn't. So now it thinks there's something else open. Okay, Streamlabs is open now. Try closing that and go ahead and open up the sound capture again. Okay, so I just went ahead and deactivated my sound there. Hopefully everything works. If not, I might just have to... Oh, what have we got there? We got a notification there. Peter Olsen has donated $5 through Super Chat. Been away for a week right now. What did I miss? Well, Peter Olsen, you've missed loads of really great stuff, including friggin' Streamlabs turning off my stream because it wanted to just check if there was an update. It didn't even download an update. That's the really annoying thing about it. It didn't even download an update. It just turned itself off to check. Just infuriating. Okay, you know what? This isn't working. The Elgato isn't recognizing. I'm just going to have to go back to the old-fashioned way of doing the webcam, which is what I did last week by using the USB software. So let's go ahead and do that. This will literally take a couple seconds to plug it in, basically. Alright, so I've plugged in the camera. And we can go ahead and grab the EOS utility. I can't believe it. We've lost like half the stream because of this. Do you realise that? Do you realise how infuriating that is? I work really hard to get all this stuff done, and then something out of my control goes and spoils it. Very typical, right? Bloody typical. You try your hardest to make things really, really good, try to have fun with everyone, and then it friggin' interrupts it. Oh, but the camera's the wrong way around, isn't it? So therefore it's going to have this stupid box in the entire thing, isn't it? Is it working, though? Well, it's working, but it's goddamn wrong. It's got a stupid box in the middle of it. What if I turn that off? That could work. Okay, it's a friggin' compromise. It's real annoying because the frame rate is now bad. But it is what it is, I guess. And we've got to sort the crop and stuff like that as well. Oh, god darn it. God darn it. You see, this stuff really annoys me. Because I didn't even do anything wrong then. See, I didn't even do anything wrong then. But someone else decided they're going to cut off the stream. You know what I mean? Should I just friggin... Oh, forget it. I'm just going to adjust my... I'm just going to adjust my position. Because that's far easier than trying to fix any more problems. So... here we go. Very quickly jerry-rigged it there. Alright. How are we all? Can I get a share spike for that so we can get everyone back in? Oh, God's sake. That was damn annoying. Okay, yeah, we've lost like 20 or 30 people because of this entire huge issue. Okay, time for a share spike, people. Let's get everybody back in. Let's get everyone back in. Get our share spike going. God damn it. Alrighty. So, after technical, should I say difficulties? Because it wasn't even my fault. Technical difficulties. We are back on stream now. Come join in the Diamond City fun. There we go. And tweet. Boom. There's my part of the share spike done. Can you guys please do the same so we can get back to where we were? So we can get back to where we were. And the creation kit has closed itself now, hasn't it? I've got to look into Streamlabs. Is there like an option I can hit to like permanently disable checking for updates? Because that's damn infuriating, that is. That is damn infuriating. Brian Fuller says, Final, what's up, my brother? Oh, not much. You know, we just fixed a huge technical issue where Streamlabs decided to turn itself off, actually turning off the stream, because it wanted to check if there were any updates. It didn't even have any updates to download. That was the thing. It turned it all off, checked. It's like, oh, no, it's fine. There's no updates. Carry on. God's sake. But yeah, I'll definitely have to check and see. Is there like an option I can tick or something to turn that off, you know? Is there an option I can check? Okay, a Panda Gaming 03 says you should revisit Sanctuary Render. Maybe. I mean, last time I did Sanctuary Hills, that was like the second episode of Build of a Mods ever. So, yeah, that's what we need to do. Later to Fallout, and I bet there wasn't even an update. No, there wasn't an update. There wasn't one. And because of that, Elgato then got confused. You know, I could have just turned on OBS and started streaming rather than using Streamlabs. It would have been fine. But then it caused that issue where the Elgato got confused and it couldn't find my camera anymore. So now the frame rate looks a little bit off. The picture quality on the webcam isn't as nice either. What a nice way to end our first hour of the stream, everyone. First hour of the stream done. We always do a share spike at the end of the first hour anyway, don't we? So how about we go ahead and get that share spike going so that we can go ahead and get everybody back into the chat. So that'll be fantastic. Can everyone chatting? Everyone having fun? Is everyone having fun at least? I'm not. Well, no, I am, really. Now it's fixed. Well, it's not fixed. I found a workaround. Typically, I'm quite good at finding workaround problems. Anyways. And now, after all of that, it is time to consult the doctor, Dr. Pepper, to go ahead and make me feel better. There we go. Dub Ghoul G said, you think they'd give you an option to make it look and carry out updates between certain times? There might be, dude. But it's never done that before. We always stream at the same time, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. But it is what it is. It might be an idea to have regular old OBS open at all times, you know, in the background. Just as a backup. Alright, so now it's loaded in our cell again. We can go ahead and actually load up the level we've been working on. There we go, and pour me some fantastic Dr. Pepper. Liquid Scarecrow says, you're the best. Oh, thanks, dude. I need all the compliments I can get right now, people. Oh, no. Technical issues. Oh, no. Go again. Meow Meow Gaming says, fan art all done. Oh, that's awesome, Meow Meow. You're doing me in an anime style, aren't you? Arigato gozaimashita. Excellent stuff. Yeah, that's the only thing in Japanese I know. That's the only bit of Japanese I know. Arigato gozaimashita. Which means thank you, basically. Well, I suppose it's arigato, which is just goodbye, I think. Or is it just thanks? It's probably just thanks or something, isn't it? That would make more sense. Arigato gozaimashita. Okay, so now, Peter Olsen. Peter, who donated $5 in the super chat. That is exactly what we want. Thank you very much for doing that, Peter. And of course, Brandon Smith, who also donated. Brandon. Now the technical problems are over, we can go ahead and probably congratulate all our donators. Thank you very much, guys. That is absolutely fantastic. I promised you, Brandon, I would give you a proper congratulations and a thank you when the cameras were back on. So there you go. We need a Brandon and Peter chant. Brandon Peter chant. Isn't Brandon Peter a person? I think so. But to answer Peter Olsen's question, what are we doing? We are turning Diamond City into a dystopian Diamond City where we have the poor poverty city on the base level, the normal city. And up above, we have the rich people city where all the disgusting, nerdy do-well rich people live and talk about how great it is to be rich. And there's going to be like extra privileged security up there and extra nice buildings and all that other stuff. But it's going to look pretty darn cool, to say the least. It's going to basically make this place actually look like a city, not just a small town inside the baseball stadium. And of course the idea we're building a city up is because since this is actually based on a real place, you know, this baseball stadium, the idea is that there's no more space to expand to the sides, because they actually have kind of filled the entire baseball stadium. So what do you do if you need to have more homes? You've got to build up. That's the only way you can do it. That's the only way you can keep extending this city, because it's enclosed walls. So you've got to build up. And that's how we do it. So we spent all this time, you know, going ahead and making all of the streets, which are these rails here. And they're actually quite wide. You can probably get 3 or 4 people walking along these railings at any one time. And then in between all these squares, we will have buildings and structures and homes and bars and hotels. And it's probably going to be the biggest build we have ever done on Building with Mods. Yes. Soldier says, Render, what time is XCOM or no XCOM today? I honestly don't know, dude. I honestly don't know if I'll do it today. I mean, maybe if I'm awake enough in an hour, we'll do some. Because I do want to play some of that, I do want to play some of the expansion pack. So maybe in an hour, if I'm not too tired, you know, we'll do some. XCOM 2, that is. Because, you know, I actually have tested all the people who've donated and stuff like that to go ahead and put them into the game, and it works. So, that's pretty cool, including you, Soulstray. Right, now what am I doing? Now I've gone ahead and done that, I need to go ahead and grab my layers tab, don't I? I need to grab my layers tab, and I want to turn off the Christmas layer so I don't get confused, and activate the final render layer. We have 519 new objects that we have added to Diamond City. Doesn't feel like enough, does it? Right, okay. So now we've got this. We can go ahead and actually start to extend it a bit. Now that we know We only stopped everything just to check if we can go ahead and walk on this. And that was like 20 minutes ago. Goddamn irritating. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw that onto there. So how's that looking? Just... Oh, yep. How is that looking then? It doesn't really matter if it doesn't look too bad. Because there will obviously be buildings on top of all of these sections. But obviously we want it to look a little bit nice, you know. We don't want it to look horrible. And for some reason it's not actually letting me... Why isn't it letting me... Oh, I think I know why. I need to fragment this, don't I? I need to fragment it. There we go. Now I can go ahead and select both at the same time. That's what I needed to do. Oh, dip. Little bit jumpy there. Get out of there, cell view. You keep messing up my view. Alright, so did we go ahead and get the share spike, everyone, by the way? Did we go ahead and get the share spike? Auntie Russell says, I still feel like it crashed because of the first time I got on stream and I was late and then it crashed. Oh, no, dude. No, dude. The stream wasn't your fault. Trust me. We know the issue. It was Streamlabs. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. Trust me. Because I want everyone to join in on the streams. And if it crashed when certain people joined in, that would be an absolute colossal failure. And we don't want that. Oh, well, that's not really working, is it? We need to select a new snapping point for that, don't we? Maybe we just made it a pack-in. Or group? Oh, I could group it, actually. Call it DC floor 1. If we group it like that, should make it a bit easier. Yeah, got them both selected. Turn on the snapping. No, it keeps bouncing along. It keeps bouncing along like that. It looks like a crazy little racing snake. We don't want that. Go ahead and set a new snapping point. This is just to basically go ahead and make it easier for us to line everything up. You know what I'm saying? Shiny. Yep, that's correct. Alright, so now we should be able to line all of these up properly. Hopefully. Go ahead and grab that one. Yep, duplicate it there and drag it across. Yes, now we're cooking with gas. Now it's working. Will it do the same for this one? No, it won't, will it? We've basically got to go ahead and fragment the cache selection as well. Yes to all. And now group it. Yep, group it. DC floor 2. Go ahead and do that. There we go. Got the group selected. Indeed we have. Move it across. There we go. There we go indeed. What am I going to do about it glitching into there? That's a good point, actually. What am I going to do about that? What am I going to do about that? I have to cover it, I guess. I have to cover it with something. That's pretty irritating. Or is there another way I can do it? You know, I'm concerned about it kind of glitching through here so that you can see it underneath. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, really. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Because right now I just want to make some progress after that absolute colossal failure of the streams part. I want to go ahead and make some progress now. And we want these to kind of be random in a way. You know, we don't want to have it be like white, green, white, green, white, green. We want it to have it be spread out, be a bit random, be a bit silly. So it goes ahead and matches. And it's actually going to be a bit tricky lining all of these up because unfortunately, what we're kind of doing right now isn't really what the creation kit is understanding. You know, we're making it work because we're humans and humans are always more cleverer than computers. But it won't really quite know what to do with it, you know? There we go, just like that. Yep, do that and we can get a couple of them together. And then we can kind of duplicate them all, you know? Just like that. Now let's grab all of them. Just like that. And drag them across. Excellent, excellent. Now we're making some progress. Just like that. And, again, you know, I would like to just kind of get all these laid out first. Get them laid out, and then we'll worry about fixing errors with them later. I might do that off stream, actually. Patrick Cannon says, wow, I actually suggested this idea in your last build. Well, I mean, I've had this idea in my head for a few months now, so... Don't know about that. Zach Fitzgerald says, the Fistop Grill Settlement and Ready mod on PS4 is broken. It doesn't seem like you used custom assets, so will you be uploading it again? No, I will not. It was actually deleted by Bethesda And I do not have the original files anymore, so I actually can't upload it anymore. You know, there was a, what was it? It was when people were kind of basically stealing mods and uploading them to their own accounts and stuff like that. You know, people stealing mods from Nexus and then uploading them to Bethesda.net. So Bethesda, they just kind of went and did an Etch-a-Sketch and went, no, no, get rid of all of it. Get rid of all the mods. So most of the ones that are on PlayStation 4 are gone, you know. I'm sure people have replaced them and stuff like that, but a lot of them are gone. So yeah, we'll worry about like these kind of edge parts later on, really. We'll find a way to cover them up, or maybe just replace certain parts. You know, because these kind of corners, we can replace them with like smaller chunks, for example. So that it actually matches the circle, you know what I'm saying? But the idea actually does work quite nicely. It really does. It does look good, doesn't it? Imagine all the buildings and stuff which are going to be on this section. It's going to be pretty darn good. Right, so let's go ahead and get some more of these sections then. So this is where... This is kind of the boring part of the entire build, you know, where we're kind of building the entire structure. By the time we get to actually decorating the entire thing, that's when we'll get to have some real fun. That's when we can start to play with kind of narrative of the place, you know, and start to really explore the world that we have built. Go ahead and drag those across. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking. Just realised I wasn't recording any of that, was I? Not the end of the world. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, baby, yeah. Can I get a like spike for this? How cool is this, people? How cool is what we're doing right now? Do you all feel cool? Are you cool? This is pretty darn nice, isn't it? Just going ahead with my buddies, with my community, going ahead and building something truly special. Let's go ahead and divide this up a little bit. Have a green one there. Maybe 2 white ones there. Go ahead and put a secret little happy bush right there. Our own little bush, you know? Because this is our world. We can do what we want with it. Go ahead and drag that right in there. There we go, that's looking good. And if there's any gaps and stuff, you know, like right there, I'll probably fix all those off stream. Because right now I just want to make progress with the build. You know what I'm saying? I want to make progress. So what are people saying? What a shame the Fizz... Zach Fitzgerald says, what a shame the Fizz top mods are shoddy on PlayStation 4 right now. Missing that one. Yeah, like, it was literally like... When people were stealing the mods from Nexus and uploading them to PlayStation 4 Bethesda.net, Bethesda.net just basically took the atom bomb approach and said, just get rid of all of them. And then we'll put our new security in place to stop that from happening. You know? So, okay, I understand it from their perspective. They want to fix the problem, and they certainly did. But, you know, it's a problem because I don't have the original files anymore. And I would have had them, but obviously I had to do a big reformat on my computer just the other week. So, that's a shame. I didn't even realise it was missing, if I'm completely honest. I had no idea. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. We're not going to have every section of buildings in, obviously. So, like, this section probably won't. Unless we decide to add some more later, of course. We could probably add some more later if we wanted to. But we may not need to, you know? Do we need another section there? We probably do need one more section going this way. Or do we? Worry about that later. Worry about that later. Because when we put a building there, we might not even need to cover that up, might we? So, go ahead and grab one more section. Just like that. Again, you know, just get it all planned. Get it all boarded. Imagine right now we're kind of making a blueprint of this place, you know. We're making the blueprint right now, so we can go ahead and add everything else later. Go ahead and grab a couple of these sections here. Go ahead and drag these across up to this section. There we go. So, did we say this would be the kids' play park? This section of the city? I think that's what we said. Or was it one of the other sections? I honestly don't remember anymore. Like, we've been doing this. This is only the 3rd day of streaming this mod. But we've made so much damn progress, haven't we, people? We've made so much progress in just 3 days. Well, 6 hours, technically, of streaming. What are people saying? Late to the Fallout says, no, I think you need a walkway there. What are you referring to? Oh, I think I know what you're referring to now. Yeah, talking about leaving that space. We'll go ahead and add those walkways and stuff. We'll go ahead and do that, don't you worry. What's the people saying? Laura Elstred says, too bad there aren't curved pieces that match. Yeah, it's a shame, really. I mean, really, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world because we'll be able to add other things to make it look different. And what have we got? Angelus Dulces donated $6.23 in Super Chat. Angelus, 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 Angelus. Dulce, 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 Dulce. Angelus, Angelus. No, 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 no. Thank you very much for donating $6.23 via the Super Chat. That is very, very generous of you. Absolutely fantastic that people have started to donate to this stream. Because obviously, these streams are ad-free. We don't want Google poking their dirty fingers in this. We want it to be about me and about you. Me and you, me and you, you and I, you and me and you. Everyone in the Final Render community and Final Render himself. Just us, you know? Don't tell anyone. Okay. I'm really liking the city look. Really liking the city look. We've got a big section right there, haven't we? But there is something else I do want to do before we make any more progress with this, really. And that is I want to replace the railing parts with the ones we need. Because obviously, as you can tell, buildings are going to be in here, aren't they? Buildings are going to be in here. But unfortunately, there's no way to get to the buildings because there's railings on one side. But that's not true, of course. There are sections of the exact same size and shape which don't have rails. Or rails on one side, I should say. So what we need is to find those said sections. So what is it? Let's go ahead and grab the name of this one, for example. We might have to rotate things around and stuff like that, but that's really not the end of the world. Really not the end of the world if we have to do that. This is Indcat Way 1 Way. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that name. Grab the name of that so we can go ahead and paste it in there. And we've got the one there which has no railings. So obviously there's no railings on that, but that's not the one we want. We want the one with kind of half a railing. Oh, yep. That's got that one. That's got no railings. That's not quite right. That's just a different variant, isn't it? Again, that's just a different variant. That's the end cap. So this one. That's half the size. That's just two of them together. There is definitely some which only have like kind of like one railing. Just got to find the piece. This is the worst part about building the creation kit, people. Finding the pieces you want. Because when you're in the settlement mode, you know, you just kind of scroll through the lists and you actually get a nice preview. That's what I want. You get a nice preview of whatever it is you're looking for. But with, you know, with this, you don't actually get that, unfortunately. You just kind of got to go through and you got to double click it and stuff. And then you lose where it is in the list, like I've done just now. Second to last one. Okay. That's what we want. Okay. So now let's go ahead and grab that one's name. Grab that one's name. Sweet. And now if we do Control F on this, Control F, we should bring up the search and replace option. We go to wildcard. And now what we do, hit that, paste in the name, hit OK. OK. Boom. Now it's done it right there. Look at that. It's freaking done it. It's replaced it. And now we can do the same for all these other sections as well. Oh, my set's falling down. There we go. Bloody typical. Okay, so now let's go to our wildcard replace. Do that again. Excellent stuff. So do you see it now, people? Do you see how the city is actually going to work? Now it's time to get rid of the railings and stuff. Like these ones, we'll just replace these with the ones which have no railings, wouldn't we? The ones with no railings is what we need for those. Yeah, no rails. That one's even easier. Well, we can probably do that for all of those ones right there. Control F. And let's go ahead and do current cell only, selection only. Yep, there we go. Let's replace all three of those. Do you like it, people? Do you like it? How's it looking? Final, play more Fallout 4 quest mods. That's the first comment I see. Yeah, I'll definitely go ahead and check to see if there's any new ones. I think there is a new one that's on Hot Files right now. Go ahead and see if I can do that. Tell you the truth, there's loads of VOD content I need to do. I need to do some damn Subnautica. I was gonna do that today, but I forgot. Damn it. I was too busy checking the War of the Chosen stuff, wasn't I? Oh yeah, okay. See if I can record some Subnautica. Maybe not tomorrow. We've got family visiting tomorrow, but maybe the day after. See if I can record some Subnautica. And we do have curved pieces with no railings as well, I believe. I believe in a thing called love. So hopefully we can go ahead and get that in there as well. Let's go ahead and see. Wildcard. The thing about the wildcard one, though, is that you need to actually get the exact name. Otherwise, it won't do it. Ah, you see, they're actually the wrong way. Let's go ahead and flip those round. Come on. There we go. From a hand down, flip it and reverse it. It comes to bit of time, boom, boom. Or whatever it is that Missy Elliott said. Does anyone know what she said? I know it was in a different language. But I have no idea what she actually said. You know, if you got a big, let me search it. From a hand down, flip it and reverse it. There we go. So now, that's the circle part we want. That's the circle part we want. Let's go ahead and see if we can find the version of that which only has one rail in. So, what are people saying in the chat? Later the Fallout says, I like it. Yep, that's great. I'm glad to hear you like it. Super Cool Bros YouTube says, my PlayStation 4 will definitely not be able to handle this mod. Well, you see, that's the thing. I want to use this mod as kind of a means for me to learn how to optimize mods better. Because my mods, typically they don't have any optimization whatsoever. Typically I just throw them out when they're done. If they don't work on the PlayStation, well, that's a shame for the Sony not putting a graphics card in the thing, you know? But I would like to use this opportunity to get something really big and try to make something that can work on all the systems. You know, learn myself as a creator how to do it. How do I do it, you know? That way everybody gets the mod as well. So that's my plan. Anyway, so I've got to find the ones without the railings. Are there any ones with the circular part with railings? Surely there are. Surely. Sorry about that. Might just have to go through the entire list. The ones which have got railings on both sides. Like, what is the point of that first one? Oh, that's not what I want. That's an end cap. That's another end cap. Circle main. That's the main one. That's just a bigger one, isn't it? Oh, these are just all bigger ones. Those are all just bigger ones. We might not have a circular piece which has railings. That's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We'll leave those for now. We'll leave those for now. And then we can, if we find one later, we'll be able to go ahead and put those in there. Super Cool Bro says, my PlayStation 4 is straight out terrible. So really, there is most likely isn't anything you can do. Oh, have some faith in me, buddy. Have some faith in me. Have some faith in your boy Render. Trust your Uncle Render. Oh, God, no, I shouldn't have said that. That sounded awful. God damn it. Alrighty, so what else are people saying in the chat, you know? Creepiness aside, what are people saying in the chat? Okay, Scotty X2 says, instead of opening up the model to see what is right click on preview under the... Oh, no, dude, trust me. I've gotten used to doing it this way. I've gotten used to doing it this way. I'm like an old man set in my ways. I ain't changing now. I ain't changing it now. Because I really struggle with stuff like that, you know? If I do something the wrong way, I'm just doing it the wrong way from now on, you know? That's the way it is. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and adjust these ones as well, yeah. Gotta go ahead and, no, that's not the name of the one I want, is it? I want to grab this one. Grab the name of this one. Grab the name of this one. Please? There we go. Edit base. There we go. And now we can go ahead and do the replacer for these ones as well. Control F. That's the wrong way, no way. I already even found it straight away. Oh no, that's the one with no rails. Oh, no. We need the rails. We need the rails. We need the rails, Gromit. Otherwise people will just fall off. We don't want people falling off. There we go. That's it. That's it. So as you can see, we're slowly starting to map out the entire city already. Which is looking pretty sweet. These ones will have no rails. These ones can have no rails. Don't you worry about that. Got you there, fam. But the rest of them need to only have one set of rails. Like these two. These two? Yeah, these two. Anything else going in the chat? Solchi says, any regulars on? Well, I think everyone here should be a regular. But if you're new, go ahead and sound off in the chat. You know, if you're new, here's the thing. If you're new... Oh, we got a notification there. What have we got? Royal Panda has just subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing, Royal Panda. That is very, very kind of you indeed. As I was just saying, if any of you are new and you've been watching for a little bit thinking, oh, this dude ain't that bad. This dude ain't that bad. Maybe consider subscribing. You know, we're all friends here. We do this on a regular basis. And I'm sure if you've stayed for just a little bit, say if you stayed for a couple minutes, you'll probably enjoy everything we got on the channel. So go ahead and subscribe. Because you're worth it, goddamn baby. You're worth joining the best community on YouTube. Who agrees this is the best community on YouTube? I certainly think so. You see so many people in the YouTube communities who just argue and hate each other, saying, how dare you say Far Cry 4 was better than Far Cry 3, yada yada yada, you know? We're all friends here. We're all friends. We don't argue. Especially about Far Cry games, because we haven't played any on the channel. I'm looking forward to the new one, though. I didn't play Far Cry 4 at all, but I loved Far Cry 3. I might have more hours logged on Far Cry 3 than I did on Skyrim. And that's saying something. Love Far Cry 3. What else have we got? Somber Town DS1 says, build a mod for the PlayStation 4 for a pre-built upper city stands. Well, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're building a huge upper city right here on Diamond City. And it's going to be pretty darn glorious, to say the least. Going to be pretty darn glorious. It's glorious. No, wait, that's the wrong words, isn't it? Yeah. Notorious. Okay, so, yep, okay, there we go. There goes the old camera again. This is why I started using the Elgato. Because I've kind of got to manually go in and restart the camera myself. Hello. Oh, I thought I fixed that problem if Livestream hadn't broken it for me. What's the people saying? USO versus Homemaker, which is better? Oh, talking about the mods and stuff like that. Well, I don't really use USO at all, because I'm on PC. But on PlayStation 4, it's pretty darn good, to say the least. It's got a lot of stuff in there, and that's important. Alright, go ahead and grab some of these sections here. We need a pretty big section to fill out that part right there. And obviously we can add new parts, we can add new streets, everything like that. Everything can be molded exactly the way we want it in our little world. What have we got there? XXX, the Minecraft Pig XX69 has just subscribed. Well, what an interesting name. Thank you very much for subscribing. That is very, very kind of you. I guarantee you're going to enjoy your stay here in Renderville. Because Renderville, everyone is friendly. Everyone is friends. You know, we might not always agree, but for the most part we do. And everyone's just friends. There's too many spiteful communities on YouTube, or in the internet in general. But here everyone's friends. We don't force it. It just happens, you know? It just happens. It just works. Ha! He said a Todd Howard reference. Go ahead and slide in this new section of the city right here. Slide that in. Again, you know, I'll try to work out some kind of nice, pleasing way to make the circular parts work off stream. Because right now I want progress. I demand progress. I demand results. There we go. Just like that. Slide it in there like a Lego brick. And then slide it across. It almost lined up. There we go. Oh, sorry. And I expect this is probably also going to take an awful lot of little fine tweaking to make it look good. You know, like right there's little gaps and stuff like that, you know, in the sections. That's all stuff I'll have to go in and fix. But again, I'll probably do that off stream just to make it a bit easier for the stream. And the Know-It-All just subscribed. How's it going, buddy? Thank you very much for subscribing, the Know-It-All. Did you know about this mod? Well, you probably did, because you know it all. And Ear Pleasure has just subscribed. Ugh, that sounds gross, but thank you very much for joining, Ear Pleasure. Thank you very much for subscribing. That is absolutely awesome. The Irish Collector says, have you figured out what you're doing with Concord? Huh? Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're on about. Oh, do you mean I said I would only do Concord if I had an idea? I haven't put any thought into it. I'm going to be honest. Concord. Quite a boring place. Not only that, but I've actually done quite a few builds there already. Well, 3 maybe. I don't see why people like Concord. I don't... Like, what's the big deal? Half the buildings you can't go in, and it's pretty boring as it is. It's a street, basically. It's not a town. It's a goddamn street. Century Hills is bigger than Concord. It's actually true. Right, let's go ahead and slide in this section here. I don't know what we'll have up here. We'll probably have either like a really posh house right at the top, or like some form of government or something right at the back, you know? That'll probably be the best thing for right at the back. grab this section here. I can only make these 2 wide or so, because obviously we're on the 3rd floor now, the 3rd section of the city. Because it goes up in levels as well. It's not just high up and then flat. It's high up and then up again and up again. You know, it goes up on multiple stories. Multiple stories. More stories than you can possibly count. Multiple never-ending stories. Never seen the never-ending story. I've heard the ending's pretty good. Can I get a like for all that, for the cringe here? Can I get a like for the cringy comments right here? I deserve it. Maybe it's Maybelline, I don't know. And yeah, I'll have to work out little fixes for stuff like this. Yep, I don't mind trying to find little fixes and stuff off stream, you know? I really see no problem with that. Because I like to see the big picture. And if I'm showing you guys stuff, I want you guys to see the big picture. I don't want you guys to see all the little tidying up and stuff. Because that's goddamn boring. That's goddamn boring to watch. Why do you think I've got so many edited videos? Because a lot of it is boring to watch. But doing big things like this is real exciting, isn't it? Real goddamn exciting. Look at that. Looks like a Scalextric set. It's like the biggest, most awesome Fallout Scalextric set. Are there any car racing tracks in Fallout? I don't think there is. There's a horse racing track, but I've already done a build there. So I don't know. Maybe. What have I got on the chat going here? Sombertown DS1 says, do more PlayStation 4 builds. Do more PlayStation 4, please. Nobody says please on YouTube. It disgusts me. But yeah, I can actually do that now because the main reason why I only did like 2, one of which was the build-off with X-Joker's Girl X, is because my Elgato couldn't work with my old computer. And then when I upgraded my computer very recently to the Ryzen 7 chipset, you know, the X370 chipset, the Elgato just flat out didn't work with that chipset. So what I had to do, I actually had to send off my Elgato unit to Elgato. I had to send it off to their repair shop in Munich. And they just sent me back a new one, saying, you know, hey, just take this new one. That's got the new firmware on it already. Just take that one. Rather than us flashing the BIOS on the old one, just take a new one. So really nice customer service, which is really great considering I think they've actually discontinued the one I had, the HD, what's it called? The HD60 Pro. That's the internal one I use. Kind of wish I went with the USB one, really, because yeah, I love the fact that it's internal. It doesn't have any wires going anywhere and stuff, but it's been a bit of a nuisance sometimes. It's been a bit of a nuisance sometimes because it's internal. Whereas if it's just a USB, you know, boom, it's a USB. Dead easy. Okay, so what else are people saying? Late to the Fallout says, I didn't mind the second never-ending story. Well, what was wrong with the first one? Oh, what else are people saying? Soul Street says, and what about Virgil? What about Virgil? I don't know. Are you guys having a conversation without me? I did not know about that. Sombertown DS1 says, I agree with Matt Pando. Do a collab with Evil Viking. Now, I've always said this every time this question comes up, and it's still true to this day. I'm always okay with doing collaborations and stuff. Like, we did one with X-Joker's Girl X, we did one with Cordless 7. Me and Fatal Krauser are planning to do one. We haven't really discussed the details yet, but we're planning to do a collaboration of some kind. And I'm okay with doing a collaboration with Evil Viking, but you guys, the fans, need to help let him know that I would like to do that, you know? Because I can send a message and stuff like that, but he might miss it. But if, I don't know, 1,000 people suddenly start saying that, then the message gets through. You know what I'm saying? We all work together to try to get what we want. Alright, we've got half an hour left of the stream. We've got half an hour left of the stream. And normally, in the last 10 minutes or so, we just kind of chat for a bit, don't we? We just kind of chat for a bit. But I might actually see if I can get an hour of XCOM in. Because I've been promising it for weeks now. And I generally would like to do it as well myself, because it's jolly good fun. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to save it. We're going to jump in game. And we're going to get some shots of this in game. Oh, sorry. So we can go ahead and see what's up. Alright, President Papa Gazebo said, so your collab with that cool guy, the Gazebo Connoisseur. Never heard of that dude, but he sounds pretty cool. Right, close this out. Close out the creation kit so we can go ahead and open up the game. You can't really have the creation kit and the game open at the same time. If you do that, then unfortunately not only does it really slow down the game, but also it might just not load. Because it will say there's a file in the game which someone is trying to edit and won't open because we have the creation kit open. So go ahead and close the creation kit, which is annoying because it takes forever to open the creation kit. It really does. It takes a very long time. Alrighty, so, okay, there we go. Alright, so the Irish Collector says, do you know my picture? Unfortunately, I've only got a tiny little picture on my screen, buddy, so I really can't even see. And it opened up on the wrong monitor. Why did it open up on the wrong monitor? I hate it when it does that. Absolutely hate it. There we go. Alright, so close that out. Now what we need to do, we need to go ahead and edit this file here. Yeah. See, it says that iLocation X minus 1920. Get rid of the minus. That's all you gotta do to fix it. That's all you gotta do to fix the problem, Mike. But for some reason it always does it, despite me saying every single stream that I tell it to be read-only. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. It turns it into write and then writes a new file in there. God damn it. Later the forward says, oh, only half an hour left now, I'm sad. Well, as I said, we're going to do some more stuff after this half an hour. We're going to play some XCOM. Because I've been promising it for weeks, and as I said, I've just got the new DLC, so it's going to be awesome. But we do need to go ahead and get some of the footage for the video right about here. Alrighty, so let's go. Let's load this up here. So yeah, this is obviously going to be very messy. You know, there's going to be gaps and stuff like that. It's going to have textures glitching over the top of each other, making that weird kind of flashing glitch on the edges and stuff like that. It's going to have all of that, but we will fix it ourselves. So everything will be great. I'm sorry if you don't like people clicking knuckles and stuff like that. I did that right by the microphone. I apologize. Some people like that. Some people listen to ASMR videos of people cracking their knuckles and stuff like that. ASMR's weird, isn't it? It's very bizarre. Scientists have no idea how it works, they just know it does. It's very weird. Just a quick question, by the way, people. Very quick question. I've obviously reverted to putting my camera back to the old method of me capturing my face, which means it might have lower frame rate. Does it look worse than what it was at the very start of the stream when I was using the Elgato? Because I think it looks much worse. Much worse. And I would like to get the Elgato back if we're going to do some XCOM, actually. Make it a bit easier as well. The Irish Collector says, my picture is of a feral ghoul. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, as I said, I can't really see it because it's just a little bit too small on my screen. I've only got a tiny little image. Well, what else have we got? Laura Alstead says, my aunt used to crack her knees all the time, so it feels like home. Well, I'm not cracking my knees yet. I'm not that old yet. Although sometimes my hips go. It's like, oh, crumbs, that was me hip. Oh. And it hurts. Solstry says ADHD. That's me. Oh, is it? If you say so. And Chrissy Reed says, no, it looks better for me. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, so. Oh, nice. Look at that. You can totally start to see it now, can't you? You can totally start to see all the buildings and stuff. And there'll be park benches and flowers and trees and stuff. Because this is going to be the rich part of town. You know, there'll be like little dirt troughs with little flower gardens in them and stuff. It's oh. It's going to look good. What else are people saying in the chat? Zenti1 says, hi, I just dropped in to say hi. Hello there, Zenti1. How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Alright, so remember our console commands. TFC. TFC means turn on the free camera. SUCSM1 turns our camera speed to 1. Let's go with 5, actually. Doesn't make it a bit easier for me. And TM turns off the menus. Boom. We are now in free cam using the peasant stick. The wired Xbox 360 controller. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our pillow shot of our character. And do we want the EMB on or off? That's the EMB off. On. Want it on. It's a little dark, but I can brighten it up a little bit. I'd rather have the nice depth of field and brighten it up a bit in editing. You know what I mean? Just bring up some of those dark levels. The Irish Collector says, what's your favourite enemy, Deathclaw or Mirelurks? Oh, Deathclaws. Mirelurks suck. At least Deathclaws look cool, you know? They got cool variants and stuff. Deathclaws just suck. Envy and Worm 675 says, "Hi, I love your Fallout videos. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy them. We're doing one right now." And yeah, just that's enough of a pillow shot. And oh, wait a sec. Actually, I know why it suddenly got darker. It's because the weather's changing, isn't it? The weather does change quite a lot in Diamond City. I actually think it's programmed to change the weather more frequently in Diamond City. I don't know if that's actually true, but I honestly think so. I'll go ahead and do that. There we go. That's a bit better. Why don't I just quick save that? I don't know. Just instinctive saving, you know? Oh. I'm all giddy. You can totally see it. You can totally see it. Turn off the menus. Do you like it? Do you like it? I like it. Big Digger Nick says, "That's so cool. How did you make this?" Oh, we've been making it over the course of a few days in the creation kit. Looks pretty darn sweet, doesn't it? And Zenti1 says, "I just dropped a like." Oh, that is fantastic, Zenti. Thanks very much. That is absolutely awesome. Thanks very much for dropping that like. It is very much appreciated. Oh, yeah. Looks really cool. Really cool. As I said, you know, the circular bits, I'll have to do some work to try to find out what I can do to fix that. But until that, we'll just have to kind of cope with it for how it is. And I've just noticed there's also a, there's a bit of television aerial poking out of the floor right there. Yeah, right on the top right. I'll have to fix that as well. But it's looking nice, isn't it? It does look flush with the railings as well. As long as it isn't poking out the sides of the railings, and it can work. Chrissy Reed says, "It's amazing, render." Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, and Laura Elstra says, "You can really see it shaping up in-game." You totally can, can't you? In-game, it suddenly adds a whole new perspective to it. Oh, by the way, the visuals you're going to be seeing right now, very, very choppy visuals you're going to be seeing right now, but for me, it's like a buttery smooth frame rate. So don't worry about that. Okay, it drops a little bit when we actually look at the city as well. Very pretty indeed. Okay, so go ahead a bit. Ooh, yeah. Ogan Fitzgerald says, "I'm lost for words." Are ya? Well, why don't you say words like, "Good job, final render, you handsome, charismatic stallion," or, "Hey, I just shared the video." That's a good way. If you're lost for words, just share the stream, you know? That's the best thing to do. Zenti1 says also, "Keep up the good work. One day you'll be as big as PewDiePie." How big is PewDiePie? You're like, I don't know, 5'9", something like that? I don't know. I just kid. Thanks very much, buddy. That is the plan, to keep working hard. And what is this shadow that keeps appearing? Do you see this shadow that keeps appearing every time I move the camera? What is that? See the shadow on the top right? It's not just me, right? There is a random shadow moving there. I don't know. I don't know. I'll get like one more shot of this. Looks really cool. Looks really cool. Looks really cool indeed. I want this buildings and stuff on top of it. It'll look very different, that's for sure. Yeah, what do we do? We actually plan to add houses. We plan to add a kids' play park. We tend to add a little garden. Okay, yesterday looked like junk compared to today. Well, ironically, it is still all made out of junk. There's just a lot of it, you know? And by the way, I want to get a look at that texture. Yeah. If you look here, if you look at the texture on the front panel, the one, you know, just below the webcam, you can see that's brown and rusted. That's the material I want to use for the entire thing. Just so it kind of matches the entire aesthetic of Diamond City, which is rusted corrugated metal, rather than this blue and yellow. Because the blue and yellow looks industrial, whereas the rusted one looks like a home. Not only that, but it's really exposed to the elements up here. It would rust very quickly. So, I plan to do that. Hopefully that actually turns out okay, because it'll take a lot of effort to go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so... I'm gonna go ahead and get one more shot. I'll just go ahead and adjust the weather this way. Right now, just kind of adjusting the weather. FW00015E. That didn't help at all, did it? Okay, never mind, never mind. Oop, yep. Turn the menus back on. There we go, and quit the game. There we go. Yeah, people are saying they see the shadow, but no idea why it is. I have no idea either. Very, very bizarre overall. Alright, so what time is it? Oh yeah, so we've got 15 minutes left. This is the time where we kind of reflect on what we've done, talk a little bit about games and stuff like that, and then we'll do some XCOM, which will be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But I really want to get the Elgato working for XCOM. Really want to get the Elgato working. Alright, Laura Elstrad says, shared and announced XCOM play is coming up. Oh god, I've definitely got to do it now, haven't I? Now people are saying that they've actually announced it. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Laura. That is very, very nice of you to do that. Very, very nice of you indeed. Anthony Russell says, sort of reminds me of Megaton. It is very much like Megaton. It isn't Megaton, of course, because I've already built Megaton in-game. I, in fact, actually built it in the settlement mode out of wood, which was very, very cool indeed. All right, so let's go ahead and sort out these files here. Make a new folder. Day 3. I'll grab the desktop and the Fallout 4 folder. There we go, that's all sorted. Now let's go ahead and grab those clips that we just recorded and jump in there. Okay, Zenti1 says, can you do a new world DLC playthrough? I don't know if I should get it or what. New world. New CA world. New world DLC. I don't think I know what DLC you're referring to, buddy. I don't think I know which DLC you mean. Which DLC do you mean, buddy? FireZ Game says, final arc. Put your music in the description, please. Oh god, I don't know what the actual links are. But they are all from the YouTube royalty-free section in the create section. Like anyone who has a YouTube can get them for free and use them royalty-free. But I don't know all their names and stuff like that off the top of my head, and I definitely don't have links for them. So it's what it is. Soshi says, make the thumbnail while we are waiting. I don't actually think I'll make a thumbnail. I think I'll just upload one of the base game. Because to tell you the truth, it sounds bad because I often do put my face in thumbnails. But I think people are more likely to click on a thumbnail if I don't see a stranger's face, you know? Sounds weird, but it is what it is. Ha Ara says, oh, Nuka World DLC, that's what he meant. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, anyone who watches it has probably already just seen the regular DLC. I'd rather do playthroughs of quest mods and stuff like that, stuff which not everyone might have seen, you know? What else are people saying? Chrissy Reed says, hope you don't mind, Render, if I don't stay around for XCOM, it's not my thing. Well, I'm very upset about that. I really am very upset about that. No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. You might enjoy it. I don't know. But hey, it's your thing. I do actually plan to actually record the XCOM playthrough. And maybe chop it up into sections as well so I can upload it. So you could probably watch it that way in smaller chunks just to see if you like it. I don't know. No promises that I'll actually upload it though. It depends how long it is. And what else have we got? Maverick the Wild says Nuka World DLC. Yeah, that is what he meant. Yeah, I don't think I'll do a Nuka World DLC playthrough. I've only played through Nuka World once, actually. I've only did it the once. Same for Far Harbor. Actually, no, I might have done Far Harbor twice, actually. But, yeah, I didn't feel the need to go back to Nuka World. You know, I did it the once. Really enjoyed it. I thought Nuka World was far better than Far Harbor. I wasn't too big of a fan of Far Harbor, but Nuka World I really enjoyed. So, really, really happy to go ahead and see that a couple times. But, nah, I don't think I'll do a playthrough of it. Not that I'm dissing your idea or anything, but I just don't really feel the desire to do that. Nocturne says, at Final Render, you should revisit your Megaton build and try doing it with the creation kit. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I mean, you know, maybe when this is done, we could do something like that. IR says, finally, you should consider getting or recording Rust. I've already got videos of Rust on the channel. I did them a very long time ago. I did 2 videos on Rust. And it's alright, but it's very hard to get a long-running series on Rust. Because, unfortunately with Rust, enemy players either destroy your home, or your home gets wiped in a server wipe every month. And yes, I know there are certain servers where there's no violence and certain servers where they don't wipe them. But it's not Rust anymore if you take those away, is it? So it's just really hard to do content on Rust because everything you build gets taken away very quickly. So that's why I stopped doing it. Chrissy Reed says, what's your favourite mission on Fallout 4? On Fallout 4? Favourite mission on Fallout 4? That's a hard one. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what my favourite one is. It might just be the final one, if I'm honest, because that was a very action-packed one. I really liked the one when you went after the magician in Nuka World. That was good fun. What else is there? I don't know, actually. There's not many missions which stood out for me, as I thought that was amazing. I liked the one when you went to the USS Constitution, and then the robots flew the ship away. That was kind of cool, you know, because that's a bit silly. I think that's the reason why I liked Nuka World more than the rest of the base game. Or the rest of DLC and stuff, because Nuka World was silly. And Fallout is very silly. You might love it and stuff, and yes, it does have a very serious undertone. But for the most part, Fallout is very silly and wacky, with laser guns and flying helicopters and robots and stuff, you know. It's a very silly franchise. And Nuka World just went full on with the craziness. It was like Mad Max crazy, you know? It was very cool in that sense, and I really liked it. Irish Collector says, cats or dogs? Dogs, definitely. I like cats, but cats I feel as if judge you. You know, cats judge you. Dogs don't. Dogs always love you. Cats don't always love you. You know what I mean? What else is there? Hat R says, can we have a Minecraft Let's Play? Because I need to make dirt and I don't know how to do it. I refuse to play Minecraft. Do not like it at all. Do not like it at all. Okay, President Papa Gazebo says, the last voyage of a USS Constitution. Yeah, that's the mission I like. Because again, you know, it's silly. It's silly. And it's kind of cute as well. You know, you got like Captain Ahab and stuff. I liked that. I thought it was very cool. Alrighty, so what time is it then? What time is it? Right now it is 10:02. Okay, we'll do this for a little bit longer, and then we'll see if we can get some XCOM going. So, have we any last questions or anything like that? Or should we get XCOM going now? What do you think, people? As I said, I would like to try to get my camera working back with the Elgato if we're going to do XCOM. The Irish Collector said, rebuild the bank that had the USS Constitution in it. Nah, it would actually mess with the quest if we did that. It would mess with the quest if we did that. I ain't doing that. Okay, Zenti1 says, what's your favourite car? I don't really have an interest in cars. I'm sorry if that's a really boring answer, but I don't. I don't know, probably one of James Bond's ones. Oh wait, what about the DeLorean from Back to the Future? That's kind of cool. I like that car. Not the DeLorean, specifically the one from Back to the Future. That's very, very cool. I like that. And Hi R says, what area in Britain do you live in? I live in the Midlands, the Midlands of the UK. Quizzy Reed says, true, dogs are amazing. I love my dog. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like cats as well. But I just think that dogs are less rude to you. I think dogs are less rude to you. And that's the bluntness of the situation. Alrighty, so. I wonder then, we're kind of looking at this now. Would I be able to get my Elgato back now that Streamlabs is back, I wonder. If I go ahead and, I'll do that in a moment, actually. I'll do that in a moment. Lito Rodriguez says, what is your favourite game of all time? Favourite game of all time? That is a very hard one. I think in terms of just sheer hours I have played of it, it's probably going to be something like Grand Theft Auto Vice City or something. But that's just in terms of hours I've played of it. The actual best game? I honestly don't know. I don't really assign my favourite games and stuff because I change my favourite quite often, really. I really do. Like, there are games I like, and there are games I really like. But I would never really say, this is the one I prefer over all of the others, because I like them for different reasons, if I'm completely honest. So, I know that's a really boring answer. Maybe I'll just say Minecraft and make everyone shut up. Well, no, I have no idea what my favourite game of all time is. I really don't know. But when I was a kid, I'll probably be able to give you an answer. It probably would have been something like Crash Bandicoot or something. But, I don't know. Okay, hey Final, this is IR again. Says, hey Final, do you remember Skynet in Fallout 2? No, I haven't played it. I own it. I own it. But I haven't played it. I actually did think at some point we'll see if we can do some of the original Fallout on the channel. That would actually be a good one to stream. Because I can't stream really fast-paced gameplays like Overwatch or first-person shooters and stuff. Because the bitrate on the internet is just far too bad picture quality to do that. But doing something isometric like the original Fallout, that's totally possible. That's totally possible. Alrighty, so I think it's probably time to get XCOM going then, don't you? Okay, so I'm going to basically start prepping XCOM. And that's going to be good fun. You know, we'll have to change the title, upload the new thumbnail and stuff. If you don't want to watch XCOM, maybe give it a go. You might enjoy it. You know, this is obviously going to be the War of the Chosen DLC, which is actually on sale right now. So, we're basically going to be giving this a go. I have played it a bit today. I played it for a few hours, in fact, just to kind of see what it was properly like. But I would like to go ahead and get the fantastic Elgato back, if possible, rather than using the USB. And remember, people, remember, with XCOM, we said if you donate at least $10 US, you get to be in the game. So there are going to be people in this chat right now who are going to be soldiers in the XCOM playthrough we're going to be doing. How cool is that? Some of them are already made. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that. What I might do, actually, I think I'll boot it up now, just so you have something to look at. You know, something to look at. Alright, so, XCOM. XCOM 2. War of the Chosen DLC. Boom. There we go. There we go. Hi, IR says, I would love to see a playthrough of the original Fallouts. Well, yeah, probably could do. So, have to see what's up with that. War of the Chosen. Alright, Irish Collector says, bye, what time are you starting tomorrow? I don't think I'll do a stream tomorrow, if I'm honest. You know, we've got family around and stuff like that. And I like to have Sunday as my day off. So, I don't think I'll actually stream tomorrow, but Monday we definitely will. Maybe I'll stream some XCOM or something, if it goes down really well tonight, I don't know. But actually doing the building, I like to have some time off for that occasionally. So, yep, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the camera back, and then we'll adjust for stream title and stuff. If you want to go, I totally understand. But maybe stay and give it a go, you might enjoy it. Very cool game, lots of aliens and cool fighting and stuff. It is very Fallout in terms of its technology and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get the Elgato back and see what's up. Alrighty, so I've plugged in the camera into the Elgato now. So the question is, can I actually get the Elgato to work? Because it wasn't working earlier, which was the big problem. So you won't see me right now on camera. You won't see me at all for a little bit. Alright, so Elgato, Elgato, Elgato. There we go. Properties right there. Yeah, it just says 1 moment please on the Elgato. I don't know if I've got to configure it or anything, but it is what it is. Device in use by another application. Oh, what was that? It just popped up.